Hi everyone. So school is due to open again for some of you next week. Staff here have been working really hard to ensure that the school is a safe place, somewhere you're able to work, able to get some help if you need to with your work. But we had to make a few changes in order to keep us safe. So I'm going to show you some of those changes and how they're all going to work. Just like the shops, there's been a few changes to how we move around and how we need to go in and out of the building. So I'm going to show you those now. Let's take a look. First thing, just like the shops, we can't all go into school at the same time. We've all got to line up, staff as well, outside the building and go in one at a time. So you'll notice that we've marked out the floor, just again like outside all the shops, with our 2 metre distances. So you'll come to the student entrance as usual, and you'll be called one at a time by a member of staff. Now the member of staff on the door will look a little bit different. They'll be wearing PPE and they'll look a little bit like this. But don't worry, the teachers won't be wearing this while we're in the building. So let me show you what we're going to be doing when we're in. It's hot under all of that. So when you come in, the first thing you'll do is you'll come into the toilet and you'll wash your hands, following the instructions that we've put on here, and then you'll dry your hands with a paper towel and put it in the bin. You'll then be told where you need to go next. And we've got a bit of a one-way system going around the school, and let me show you how that works. So you'll notice on the floor there are little dots and little arrows, all pointing the direction that you need to walk. We need to make sure that we stick to these arrows and only walk in the direction that they show. So if you need to get back somewhere, follow the arrows around and get back there, rather than facing each other in the corridor. Now, if we just have a look, I'll show you how it works. And then if you want to get back in the building, we need to go around the outside. We can go through this door here if we want to go into the hall, or we just keep going that way if we want to get round and past the medical room. In some areas, like the library here, which we're now back in, you'll see there are lots of different arrows on the floor. Just make sure you stick in the correct box for the direction that you're going in. In some areas, it is safe for us to walk past each other if we need to, but in other areas it's not. So as long as we stick in the correct box and we stick in the correct direction, we'll be fine. So you'll each be told which classroom that you need to go in, okay? And that's where you'll stay. You're not going to be in a big room. There's not going to be that many students in each classroom. And you'll be given 2 members of staff and they'll stay with you all day. And you'll see classrooms are laid out a little bit differently to where you would normally have them, okay? You're going to be sat 2 meters apart to keep you safe, and you'll have your own desk, and that will stay your desk. Your teachers will still be able to help you with your work, but we won't be able to get too close to you, and we'll have to stay the 2 meters away. But don't be afraid to ask us if you're stuck, because we'll do the best we can. So you'll be working safely in your classrooms, and you won't be allowed to leave unless a member of staff takes you to the toilet or somewhere like that. But you will still do break and lunch, and I'll show you the routine for that in a moment. And there are a lot of extra staff in school as well. I'll be around most of the time, and I'll be here making sure the computers still keep working around the school. And there are other members of staff all in different classrooms as well. And we all have to stay where we are too, just like you, while lessons are on. But you will notice us out and about during break and lunch to help you go to the toilet or find where you need to go. Make sure you stay in the same zones and things like that outside. Which reminds me, let's go and show you how things look outside and how things are going to work at break and lunch. Just like in a normal school day, you'll also get your lunch break. You'll go out in your hubs, and you'll also have your teaching staff that are with you in your classrooms will go out with you. Let's go and take a look outside. So just a couple of changes. As you can see, nothing much has changed out here either, although you will notice there are a couple of zone markings there and some also on the school field. You'll be given a zone at playtime and when we're outside, and you'll be asked to stay within that zone, and your teachers will be with you too. The Life Skills Centre, the ESU, will be closed, but Green Room here will be open for anyone who's struggling, who wants to talk to us. Only 1 student at a time will be allowed into the toilets, and you'll be brought down by a teacher. You'll notice that 1 sink's available and there'll be 1 cubicle available, and that's just to help us keep things clean for you. So that's all the changes that we put in to ensure that we can keep learning but also stay nice and safe. We've really missed having you all around, and we're really looking forward to having you back in, so we'll see you soon.